China just landed a blow that Tesla never saw coming. While Elon Musk was busy chasing robots and taxis, a company most Americans still can't pronounce quietly took the crown he'd held for over a decade. This isn't a story about rumors and leaked renders anymore. This is a story about who actually wins the fight for the future of the affordable electric car, Tesla or BYD. Before we get into it, hit subscribe so you don't miss where this rivalry goes next, because it is only getting messier from here. Let's start with the scoreboard, because the numbers don't lie. In 2025, BYD passed Tesla in global sales of battery electric vehicles, not hybrid sales, not total vehicle sales, pure electric, head-to-head, and Tesla lost. Companies like BYD, SAIC, and Geely aren't just competing anymore, they're flooding the market. The BYD Seagull sells for around $10,000 in China. $10,000, that's not a typo, that's a strategy. In Europe, the BYD Dolphin is undercutting Tesla's own base Model 3, and it's already dragging Tesla's European sales down. So while Chinese automakers are out here executing Tesla's old playbook, faster and cheaper, what is Tesla's answer? On paper, it's the car everyone's been waiting for, Project Redwood, the $25,000 Tesla, the Model Q. Most people just call it the Tesla Model 2. For years, it's been a ghost, a whisper on earnings calls, a pile of fan renders from every corner of the internet. And here's the problem. As of early 2026, Tesla still hasn't shown us the real thing. But we do have a very consistent picture pieced together from leaks and supply chain whispers. So let's look at what Tesla is apparently building to fight back. The rumored price has already crept up from that magical $25,000 number to a more realistic $30,000. Picture a compact hatchback, a totally new shape for Tesla, smaller and sportier than the Model Y, with a coupe-style sloping roofline built for aerodynamic efficiency. Up front, expect Tesla's signature grille-less face, but sharper, ultra-slim horizontal LED headlights, maybe a full-width light bar stretching across. The hood is sculpted not just for style, but to squeeze every last mile out of the battery. Down the side, the hatchback shape becomes obvious, shorter than a Model 3, built for the city, with a dramatic roofline flowing into an integrated spoiler that's doing real aerodynamic work, not just decoration. Even the door handles might get simplified, swapping Tesla's complicated flush handles for cheaper, more reliable pop-style ones. That's a small detail, but it says everything about the mass market goals here. 18 or 19-inch wheels pushed to the corners, matte black aero covers, and on a performance trim, red brake calipers. Around back, a full-width LED taillight bar completes the look. On paper, this is a car that looks far more expensive than its target price, built to go straight after the Volkswagen ID.2 and the Renault 4, but with Tesla's DNA stamped all over it. Here's where it gets interesting, though, because this fight isn't really about who draws the prettiest car, it's about who can build it the cheapest, and that's where Tesla might actually be ahead. Tesla's secret weapon is something called the unboxed process, and it's not just a new way to build cars, it's a full teardown of over 100 years of automotive manufacturing. The old way, the way BYD and basically every other automaker still builds cars, is a single assembly line. The car's body moves down the line while workers and robots bolt parts onto it. It only moves as fast as its slowest station, and working inside a cramped car shell is slow, inefficient work. Tesla is throwing that out entirely. Instead, the car gets built in large separate modules on parallel lines. The front is one module, the rear is another, and the structural battery pack becomes the floor. Robots and workers get 360-degree access to open-air stations, which makes the whole thing faster and more efficient. Only at the very end do all these finished modules come together and get boxed into one finished vehicle. Tesla claims this process is over 30% more efficient and saves serious factory space, and it's only possible because of innovations like gigacastings, which stamp huge sections of the car out of a single piece of metal, combined with that structural battery pack. And here's the part most people miss. This same unboxed process is designed to build both the robotaxi and the Model 2 on the very same lines. One station can build a front module with a steering wheel for the Model 2, and the next station over builds a front module without one for the Cybercab, which means the Model 2 isn't really its own project. It's a variant, a twin sharing a platform with Tesla's real obsession, the robotaxi. And that's exactly why this car's fate isn't really about who wants it. It's a business calculation. If Tesla decides the margins on a $30,000 car are too thin, or if the robotaxi needs every ounce of that production capacity, the affordable consumer car gets sacrificed first. So who's actually winning this fight right now? BYD's already shipping affordable electric cars today, at scale, in multiple countries. Tesla is still explaining a manufacturing process for a car nobody's confirmed will even launch on time. That's the real head-to-head, not renders versus renders, but ships versus promises. If this breakdown is helping you make sense of where this rivalry is actually headed, drop a like and tell me in the comments who you think wins this race, Tesla or BYD. Now, about that timeline. The honest answer is nobody actually knows, and anyone giving you a firm date is guessing. The optimistic case once pointed to a reveal in late 2025 or early 2026, and in theory the unboxed process could let Tesla ramp production faster than any car in history. But the pessimistic case is gaining ground fast. Analysts point to Tesla's long history of missing its own deadlines. Just look at the Cybertruck, and Musk's own comments keep prioritizing the robotaxi over the cheap car, which tells you a lot about where his focus really is. Some of the most reliable industry sources now say a real mass-market launch is unlikely before mid to late 2027 at the earliest, and some think the consumer Model 2 might never launch at all, fully replaced by the Cybercab instead. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. The pressure from BYD and the rest of the Chinese automakers is real, and it's not going away, so it seems unlikely Tesla walks away from this segment entirely. The more likely path is a staggered rollout, robo-taxis in a handful of cities first, followed sometime later by a steering wheel version, the Model 2, to finally answer the market. But a full global rollout in 2026? At this point, that looks like wishful thinking. So here's the real question this leaves us with. Is Tesla still capable of outbuilding BYD on cost, or has China already won the affordable electric car war before Tesla even entered it? Let me know what you think down in the comments. I read every single one. And make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because the moment there's a leak, a filing, or an official announcement on either side of this fight, you'll be the first to know. Thanks for watching.